all of you hear a random scream from the V.
Look over there.
Roll 20.
15.
You go to the lip of the V and you look down and you see an orc. He's still alive, but maybe wounded. He's rolling down the V. And he'll be dead when he hits the... But then all of a sudden, you see something, and instinctively you step back, and an arrow goes just a moment later. Like just out of the corner of your eye, just instinctively you moved out of the way. It was so far, the archer was so far away, you were able to do that.
Stay away from the gorge. The archers down there. It must be where they live in the darkness.
I came from the ball end well. They sought to flank us.
I walk over to her, kind of pull out this little bit. It's like the mother would hit the mother of something up. It's like congealed mom or yak piss. So putting on his wounds.
Put binding and medicine experience and herb lore experience. And he does so. Roll 27.
11, 13 with braveness.
Unfortunately, you are one of the dwarves with a sense of smell. And it's foul indeed.
No, this smells as bad as the first time you did this to me.
That's a rites of passage. You're a man now.
It does. Whoa! It is a dwarven moment. But then Tor says, we must move out. Come, we all know where to go.
You fought bravely for that, so I listened to your voice now.
Roll 27.
17.
He walks over to you, and he puts his hand on your shoulder, and he says, I am Hearthguard again. Of Clan Kundarek, as it should be. And he pats you again, and he walks off. And you continue. I want everybody to roll one more time. Let's get some ones going so we can throw some dragons.
19.
We'll walk up to Leaf and say, I want to take it to heart, priest. You're reinventing how to do something.
I know. It's tough. I wish I could have been more help. It'll take time.
It will take time, but you did not freeze.
Do not blame yourself. Perhaps it is us that should have been more help to you before. And now you have a home.
You were forgotten.
I think you are.
Felak, the raven that's on his shoulder, says, trust the gods.
Understood. Look.
And then you hear another voice, and you look down, and it's a wolverine. And the wolverine looks up at you, and it says, be panicked and fearful. I'm screwing her. Because when you do, dwarves will die. It will all be on you.
This is Baras.
Very friendly.
Baraz is fierce. No dwarves will die because of him.
Really, how many orcs did you kill in this battle for us?
I don't trust any of you with such numbers. And he kind of goes off and he finds a hole and disappears in it. And Chor kind of
Shit in your shoes tonight. I hope you know that.
What shoes?
You find somewhere to shit, you might prefer it to be shoes.
That's how we learned to always put the top in the stew pot.
Yes.
You continue. And there is a lightness to your step now, which is odd considering the fact that you were just in this gory, horrible hand-to-hand battle with these orcs. But it's like, for some reason, you feel like you've reclaimed this, and this is your prior home. And it's like you feel like you own it now. This is not King Narek's home. King Narek deserted this. You have claimed it. Tor has claimed this for the High King forevermore. And if you regain your kingship, it will be yours. That will not be gainsaid. Where you head now is for the gate to the outside. It is the northern gate. The mountains are quite high, and although it is imperceptible because all of this is dwarven engineered, you have been going up. The water in the V goes this way. So you're going up, and this natural cavern is so long that you've gone up quite a bit, and you can almost tell by how you're breathing and by the air that's coming out of your mouth, which you can now see. You're probably above the timberline at this point. Now, it's not winter, and it shouldn't be this cold, but for some reason it is. It is cold. Quite cold.
I want to pull out my tuning fork and give it a big whack. Entered into a different sort of looking around for gems.
Roll 20-sided.
11?
Something weird happens. The air almost seems to coalesce a little bit, and then goes away. Just the air, like almost I won't say a fog, because what had just happened wasn't natural, but there's something in the air that was in tune with your form, which is very strange. By the way, all of you can handle extreme cold. All right, you're not, and all of you are garbed for the outdoors, so it's like you're in no danger whatsoever. You are dwarves. Whether you're knee deep in snow or hammering in front of a coal anthracite fire, you're okay. You continue walking.
So I bend down to LDG, the dairy girl, and whisper, "See what you can find." Give her the tuning fork. Just got off.
Move! She runs off.
Like a moment, I'm like,
She'll be back. Don't worry. She can take care of herself.
she's a cowgirl. Did she take all your things?
No.
Should you say take all or tickle?
Take,
Ah.
father. She's a cowgirl.
She does have a little pack on. She was put to work, so whatever was in her pack is now gone.
What in the name of the gods is that thing?
Well, I could tell you, but not that you wouldn't understand it. I just don't think
You don't think
appreciate
you
it.
understand the manner of magical fire you've been dispensing?
No. It's not magic. It is not magic. Superior craftsmanship.
Alias steps forward. This is a toy.
Ah,
Call it what you want. Toy. That makes sense.
You sell them to human kings. They give you anything. Like the
So
old
much more
ways.
than a toy.
I remind
But yes.
I remind Elias to look for as many of those crossbow bolts as he can.
That's a good idea. And he turns and he walks back, stumbles back.
why do I imagine nothing more for some reason?
It's
not from a bomb station looking at it.
Alias walks off and he's just singing a little song, kind of stumbles off. And you wonder how he ever shot straight in the battle. But he did. He shot like William Tell.
Do you think he shoots quicker than he's sober?
Probably.
I'll go with you.
Tor's eyes go wide, like you're speaking truth. And he says, "Do we have ale?
Yes, I packed it along with the frying pans and the traps.
Keep him drunk."
That shouldn't be hard.
I want everybody to roll 20-sided one more time.
It's 13, 11 all in. 2.
19. All in.
Things get colder and colder and colder to the point where you see icicles and frost. You can see your breath. You keep moving. It's unusual. In fact, you know that dwarven realms are built to sort of not be this way.
Let's get to the gates so we can see what happens outside. Something strange here.
Yes, I want to ask you, DM, Eversnow, does that mean something to us, or is that something new? All right, I look at you, Leaf, and I say, Priest, and perhaps you, Egmont, have you heard of an Eversnow in your readings?
Once in the text I have. Didn't say much though.
Roll 20-sided and faith.
16.
Let's do
18.
No, well, +1 for you, right?
Nope, let's do.
Nice.
There is an evil god. You forget his name, but when it's too cold, that is his realm. When it is too hot, that is his realm. When creatures die of drought, that's his realm. When it rains too much and floods, that's his realm. And it is said that he wishes to corrupt winter for his own. Because winter is actually good. Winter is renewal. But this god wishes it to be a killing winter. Because sometimes winter is so cold it kills what should not be killed, destroys what should not be destroyed. And it is said that this god is trying to corrupt winter, and that's the only thing that comes into your mind is this god that wishes to corrupt it. You don't even really remember the name, but you do remember that.
I cast Reveal Magic to see if I can find any magical items following me.
Roll 20.
3. 5.
You realize that something magical is happening. You just smell it in the air, like the shimmer that you all saw with the tuning fork. There's just something in the air. You know that something is wrong. You don't know where it is, where it's coming from, how it got there. But it concerns you. You come to a place. First, you come to a long hallway. There is a door. There is like a V of your own, where crossbowmen can be up here, where you need to fight to get to this natural cavern. And there's a door at the end of it. You get to that door and open it, and you come to a long hallway. You go down, and this is all, there's just bones everywhere. And you go down the long hallway, and you come to another door, and you open that, and you come into a room with that pit. And at the bottom of the pit, you see the final door to the outside, and you see all kinds of orcish ladders on the wall that are very old, that they used to climb it when they attacked. And there's just piles and piles of bones everywhere.
Was this all once Tara Doom?
You have come to the edge of the catapult. That door leads outside. You know that?
Smell that, boys? Smells like freedom to me.
All of you have been out of that door at one time or another. None of you liked to go outside.
Except maybe me.
Except for you. But even then, you know that there's nothing out there. You would much prefer to be at the pastures because there's nothing out here because you're above the timberline. So it's just rock and snow for 9 months out of the year. But you open that door and you leave, and you're a little shocked at what you see. Everyone roll 20-sided one more time.
14.
12.
20.
16 for me.
The dice always know. I want you to put on your papers a skill, reading runes. It is cold outside. There's a wind blowing, and in the wind is snow. Not from the sky, but just whipping up from the ground. And there's snow everywhere. There shouldn't be. There should just be patches of it. And there's rock and snow, and it's like the mountain is almost like this, and you know that there's a path that you can go on, but it kind of goes down like this, so it will be uncomfortable to maneuver these slopes, but you can. It's not a cliff, but there is a path going this way, and you alone, off in the distance, see a blue light. And as you look closer, you see it as a distant, only because of the glow, you see it as a distant dwarven rune. And that rune is the rune of your house. Do you understand? Way in the distance. We're talking like maybe 200 yards. But it glows right out the door,
Calling me.
as if it's calling you.
Yeah, I think I wanna find that room. I wanna get to that room.
You do so, you move out. The rest of you, he just moves.
Start following.
And Tror, the 5, everyone follows.
Lack to the skies.
Your raven takes off. You come to the room. Roll 20.
6. Well, 8.
You immediately recognize it as dwarven manufacture. It's the rune of your house, and is pointed in both directions. Okay? In fact, the direction is a little off. So it's not like straight, it's like this. And on instinct, you stand over here and look this way. 200 meters away, you see another glowing rune. And you realize that your brother has done this so that he can retrace his steps, or someone who's following him can find him.
Yeah.
And even when you're up on the room, you can tell that none of them see it. And you don't know why. Only you can, and it is literally glowing blue to the point where you can distinguish the rune of your house from 200 yards away, and the stone is about that big.
My prince, I think this matches the poem that Greywing sent to me. There's a field of snow where Boldy fell in, and where he saw Greywing to calm him down was the doom upon him. Just something about it. I think we should be careful.
Chor hears that, and he nods, and he takes out his shield and his hammer and starts to advance as if he could encounter an enemy at any time. Alias has caught up, and he has his crossbow out, and he's kind of stumbling around, but he has it out like this.
He was male.
He drinks. He's hey!
Take it back so it doesn't lose it.
Actually, little dairy girl comes back.
Hey!
Moo. She hands back the tune.
What has she got for me?
She's totally like iced up. Like,
Poor little thing.
and her feet are working, but you can tell one of her arms is like completely frozen together. And you see kind of free her up a little bit. Moo, moo.
I pull out a little bit of oil her elbow joints and, get it to stop squeaking.
Roll 20. Your raven comes back. Roll 20 sided.
Okay.
4.
8.
Your raven comes back. Ah! Up ahead. There's fog that does not move.
Doran.
It goes up into the sky and there is wind. Wind high. I cannot fly into it. Ah! And he flies off again.
I relay that to you and to Thorin.
I'm gonna ask Leaf if he senses any magic or the fog, like if there's any.
I'll turn to you.
There's most definitely magic. I use ice melts to protect everyone from potential cold.
Roll 20 sided.
16.
He starts chanting a prayer and he waves his hand over all of you. Everyone roll 20 sided.
12.
4.
16.
30, 20.
18.
All of you suddenly don't feel cold at all. Not even a little bit. And you are more or less at this point immune to cold. As if this was 70 degrees. And you are above the timberline with snow and wind and the whole thing, totally immune. And you feel it and you know it came from him and what he can do.
Does this apply to the other dwarves that came with us? Or?
Yeah, and they're just looking at him. In fact, the new 5, they bow in one mate and they say, "Praise to Ivu Morakuza." And they stand. You move out. Everyone roll 20 sided. One more time. This is important.
Head to the next room.
You head from room to room to room.
4.
13.
Dirty 20. The raven comes back. There's a body up ahead.
Is it Bali? Just like in the prophecy or the doom.
You move forward and you see the body of your kin, and he has been through it. I mean, like, okay, the orcs were hitting you guys with two-handed axes to the backs of your head and you weren't feeling it. This guy's helm has dents and cracks. His chain is rent. The plates are bent. His shield is almost cracked in like this. Like something just woof into it. Not even a dwarf could do that. He is dead. He's completely preserved because of the cold. And his eyes are open. And as you see him, something really strange happens. You're mournful and sad, and it's a horrible moment, but there's just almost like a feeling of serenity and calm that comes over you. And you realize that the doom that was placed upon you has been released. You are where you should be. And what Bali did, you have fulfilled. You were on this quest. And it's like you feel like what you were meant to do, this important task, this doom that has been set upon you, you have fulfilled. In fact, everyone can say that. Fulfill the doom of Bali. You can put that on your paper.
I want to inspect the cuts in his armor and the dents in his cuts in his veil and dents in his armor. Am I able to discern possibly what might have struck him with such force as to rend his mail?
Roll 20-sided.
20.
Natural 20? I want you to put on your paper, evaluate treasure, perception experience, and give yourself 2 fate. Whatever it was big, like big in scale, which is even scarier because stuff that does that, like a warhammer, ton of pressure going in one little point. Something big did this. But what you find that really takes the wind out of your sails, he is wearing an iron manacle on his ankle with about 6 inches of chain on it. So he was chained,
something.
and he couldn't get that one off.
I see.
I pull him a chain. Where does it connect later, or is it just loose?
It's just loose. Like the chain has been one of the links was torn.
Is there any way to track anything around here, like knowing who?
Actually, I'll let you roll 20-sided being who you are.
17 plus.
You look for tracks, and you don't see tracks, but what you do see is something really unusual. Have you ever seen a tornado? Okay. You know how it's like there's normal life, and then all of a sudden you look at the tornado, and all of a sudden for 3 city blocks, there's just this spinning vortex? Okay. Well, imagine that, but much, much, much bigger. So for miles is this spinning, not spinning like a tornado, but like strong wind, but it's just there. It's just there. And so you're getting some sort of natural version of it here, but there it's unnatural. The winds are 60 miles an hour, not 15. You see that there is ice and snow in that wind, and it's impenetrable. Like you just cannot see into it. And you look at that, and all you can think of is
Eversnow.
Eversnow.
There is the Eversnow there. He came from there. Whatever it is we seek is in there.
And whatever it is big.
Roll 20.
Strong enough to take our kinfolk captive, not just slave them.
Only a dwarf, not strong enough to hold him.
15.
You see
17.
a rune. When you look up, you can see what he's talking about, and you can see the light of the rune, but that's all. You cannot distinguish it. It's maybe just inside of it.
Before we continue, I think we need to give him a burial.
Yes.
I kneel,
Hey.
I kneel next to him for a moment and put my hand on his chest and lean down and into his ear, just whisper, Raven found us, cousin. We're here.
The 5, Alvice, 4V, Name, Naughty, Vager, they immediately split off, and they start picking up big rocks and stones and bringing it back and piling them on top of the body. And in fact, they arrange the body where he is lying like this, with his shield here and his sword going down. And they arrange him, and they begin to just pile the stones. And Alvice, he comes up to you and he says, "This is a moment of legend. Songs will be sung of this. His name will be known."
I'm gonna say, wait, before you place the final stones, you bring out my hand. Come down hard on the shackle, on the manacle. Said, no dwarf shall ever be held captive again.
I'm going to give you 5 fate for that. And you take the shackle off, and it is a moment. And it is a moment that resonates with all of you, because in a way, your whole clan was shackled for a long time. You have not been high kings for centuries. You've been under the thumb of this gnarled, wrinkled monstrosity of a king with no honor. And yet here you are, and you are free. Now you might be free in the Eversnow, but you are free, and that's where you should be. And you take off the manacle, and Tror steps forward, and he says, "We should place that on our banner, a broken manacle. Let that be our sign."
Kundarek, the shackle breakers.
Kundarek, the shackle breakers.
The breakers of shackles.
We are the free clan. And you, blessed burial, roll 27.
8.
It is good enough. You make the site sacred, and nothing, no creature will disturb his rest. And you move on. Roll 20-sided, everyone.
I'm gonna tuck
9.
Phelan into, make him a little cozy spot, because ravens don't like cold like this. In the
The
back.
raven could not fly in this wind.
Yeah, I'm gonna tuck him into the backpack with, basically my cloak I don't need.
Actually, you're surprised. Well, roll. Give me one.
11.
The raven flies off.
Fela,
He just...
where do you go?
Baraz says, "He will not go in the Eversnow. The wind.
I would not want him to be unable to escape, should it come to that.
Baraz nods. Wisdom. And he trots off towards the Eversnow.
You survive your same again.
Yes. I think that's the first time he's ever said something nice to me.
But for some other side of my side.
That might be the case.
Moo?
Did you find something?
Moo.
She just might contribute.
There. Right on the
She starts to eat your shirt.
You can have one.
You guys continue into the Eversnow, and I want you to put a 3 in a circle in your experience and put down journeyed into the Eversnow. And this, you need no priest to tell you that this is magic cold. This is killing, bitter cold. It emanates. It is part of a dominion. It is evil. It is wrong. It is unnatural. You do not need to be told. Winds that there is natural wind here. You take one step forward and the wind is howling and continues to howl as you advance to the point where you are like this. You cannot see 30 meters. Snow, ice, and it's swirling this way, then driving this way, then driving that way, and then swirling again. And you set off, you can barely hear yourself talk. All of you are stumped over and moving on the...
My prince, did you pack rope?
You have rope.
How much visibility do you have?
It depends anywhere from 10 to 30 meters depending, and it's shifting all the time. It is evil. You can. It's just none of you all of you can feel it. Just in the pit of your stomach. There's something very wrong here.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay out all the rope that I've got and recommend we all rope up. We can't see where we're going.
Fate. All of you, rope up. You are all connected by rope, and that is a very smart thing to do. And you keep going. I want you to roll one more time.
That was a 12.
Give me one.
11, so 13.
2 months.
You see something that is not the dwarven room, but it glows with just an evil ice blue, and you just it gets your hackles up, and you advance toward it for some reason without fear, and you come to something huge, like a monolith. It's probably 15 feet high. And the whole surface is carved with this ornate rune that is glowing blue, and all of you see this. And that blue color is like the color of glacier ice. The color of evil cold, of Eversnow. And you can't, even with what he put on you, you cannot get close to it because it is emanating cold, or I should say, sucking heat. It is sucking heat to the point where you cannot get near it. It's just that cold, and you know that this is part of what's going on. Probably not the only part, but it is part. And this has been made. So, it is not of Dwarven, but is something akin to Dwarven. It uses runes, but not of anything like you've ever seen before. You might know what it is, and so could Eggmon. Somebody can roll for Eggmon, and you can roll for yourself.
For Eggmon. 17.
2.
Eggmon looks it over, and he says, "It is the Neefel."
The what?
The Neefel.
The Neefel.
Frost giants.
No.
That doesn't.
The old enemy. He steps back. They've slain many of our kin. They kill us on sight, and we kill them. This is an ancient, fell magic enemy. And just, he is not a fierce dwarf, but on his face you see hate. And at the mention of giants, all of you are the same way. Giants and dwarves don't get along. They are the ancient enemy. You hate them more than orcs. You hate them more than anyone. And they hate you.
This must be some sort of screen to keep us out. If it's giants, maybe they have a cave. Maybe that's why people are being held.
Perhaps we can destroy this. Perhaps you can.
I have no power strong enough to destroy it at the moment.
Fate.
Or from some limitations.
Egmont,
The Wolverine. He's a burrowing creature, huh?
Yes, he is.
Baraz looks at you both.
You
I
wish-
know what you are thinking, but you're going to tell me anyway.
You might be of service. Wind does not affect what is in the ground.
No.
Can he see through your eyes?
You've never tried it. But you've never said no to anything.
He is mostly worthless. You know this, yes?
Then, if that is the case, we depend on you.
Baraz looks at you.
Well, I'm gonna take it as a win that you said mostly worthless this time.
Do your worst, dwarf.
Perhaps there's a cave. Perhaps there's a tunnel, something to the cave. Perhaps our people are being held in the cave somewhere in there. The storm giants don't want us to see. Maybe you can find.
Let's try.
Fate. Baraz nods. By the way, this is just a DM aside. I really don't like this. This is brilliant. I hope it doesn't work.
I sit down and hold out a hand to him.
Baraz comes over to you, and he goes like this, like he's almost going to put a paw in your paw,
He bites me.
and then he looks at you and steps forward, and you're like, I know it's coming. And he bites you.
Taste my blood, yes.
And then, get on with it.
I just wipe some here. And I just close my eyes and try to center on him and everything I know about him.
Roll 20. You're going to need a really good roll.
What? A piece of honey cake from the journey.
He likes that.
21. 19 of the die plus 2.
You know that this is going to happen. But he needs to go. Go.
Go.
And Baraz grabs the cake and trots off. And as soon as he gets out of eyesight, you start to fade in and out. Like it's almost like that dream you had in the tower, that waking dream, where you saw something that happened from the past. It's like you're fading in and out of what you should see, which is all of them, and what Baraz is seeing, which is this.
Go. Grab out to any dwarf that's near me.
I grab his arm. Sit him
All right, all of you realize something really strange is happening.
He does not move like us. He gallops, bounds. I'm just talking. I don't think I can even hear myself.
And all of a sudden, Herc says, "Shut up, dwarf." And you like kind of back up.
I say that with his mouth.
You say that.
Ha! Like I have two voices.
Yeah.
Shut up, dwarf. Didn't know this went two ways. Shut up.
And you see Baraz is running, and Wolverines have a really distinctive trait. It doesn't matter whether they're running up a slope like this or like this, they run at exactly the same speed, which is really impressive. I don't know how they can do it, but Wolverines run up and down mountains. So this is like perfect terrain for Wolverine. They do this all the time. And this Wolverine goes out, and it can actually see better, but just not in as many colors, but it can see further. And it comes to the top of a little hill, and it looks out, and you see a tower. And the tower is actually pretty big. It's actually about 50 feet in diameter, but it's super tall, so it almost looks like a needle, and it's crenellated. It is not made out of stone. It is made out of enchanted ice. And you don't know how you know that, but you do instantly. It's just that you're a dwarf. You're a dwarf. That is not stone, that is not this, that is not this, that is this.
So I start narrating this. There is a tower made of ice. Tall. As tall as the Raven Tower.
There is a huge door, and I mean gigantic,
Like a giant store.
like a giant's door.
There's a door sized for our giants, for our enemy.
It opens.
It's opening.
You see a frost giant. It is about 22 feet high. It is dressed in enchanted ice armor. It looks, the style of the armor is almost dwarven. Everything he has is made out of enchanted ice. There is nothing of metal on him. He has a beard, but it's almost like he's half ice, half flesh. And you see him look out like this, and his eyes freeze in the direction that you are in. And you see Baraz move to one side. Because the giant is coming. Doom,
Run, Bros.
doom, doom. And the pace kicks up into a sprint as
Burrow.
the giant and Baraz kind of hides and the giant launches past him, but in your direction.
He comes this way. Prepare yourselves.
Send Baraz in. If you can find my people, then we'll know what to do.
Bros, did you hear that?
Baraz heads toward the tower just as the doors shut.
We still roped up.
You're still roped up.
Okay. I suggest how far away is the frost giant?
Not too far.
Could we somehow ensnare their legs?
I mean, just one or two.
One giant is coming.
That's a good idea.
A 22-foot giant.
One of us.
You have that rope. You are all together. You can barely see. It's weird you coming back because it's like you can't see as well. But Thor says, "What comes? What comes?"
Frost
Speak.
giant. It comes this way. It knows we're here. We need to prepare.
Form an anchor of the ropes and take their legs.
Get it in the snow and hide, so when he comes through, we can pop up and take the
I
legs.
think he senses us. And I pull out my hammer and set it next to me. Pull out the crossbow.
And I pull out of my pack some iron spikes and stuff, hammering them in and lassoing the rope around it to a trapping web.
You do so. Put Fate. Tor walks up to this giant runestone in front of you. He says, "It is this. This move. That in a different place, brother." And Chor moves out of the way, keeping his eye on the runestone. And when you look at it, it's almost like it doesn't have any eyes or anything that resembles eyes, but it's almost like it follows you.
Ew.
And that's a weird feeling, like it's sentient, like it's a watchdog. And you move to one side, and then you hear it. Doom, 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 doom. Footsteps of something very, very big and very distant, sprinting. This is not a giant lumbering. This is a giant with the agility of a man that's 22 feet tall. This is a big, badass creature. And then you see it, and you're astounded because it's at a distance, but it's so big, you can see it. You see it draw a two-handed sword from its back that's made out of enchanted ice. And even with its hands, it has one hand here and one hand there, and this long, narrow blade coming out. And it sees you, and it stops. And all you see is its silhouette, and it's still at quite a distance. And it laughs, and it's just echoing. Ha, 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 ha.
Can I dip
Fools!
my arrowhead into flask oil and light it?
You can try. That only works about once. Because things get crazy unless you move off to one. Well, anyway, you take out
Yeah, that's fair.
you take out your thing and you put it over and you try to light it.
It's fire.
Everybody roll 20-sided as the giant steps forward. It steps forward and it looks out, and you can see it sees in this environment about 1,000,000 times better than you. Sees all your little ropes and all your little machinations and laughs and looks over you. And Alias takes a shot. Boom! One person, roll, and you can roll as well as you have lit your crossbow bolt.
13.
9.
Both of the bolts hit its breastplate. Something unusual happens with yours. You were able to dunk it in oil and light it because this guy is in no hurry. You see the flames go out before it gets to him, as if he extinguished the flame. It hits the breastplate, and you see it just bounce off. You see the other arrow hit and bounce off, the other bolt. But you do see, have you ever seen bulletproof windshields after a bullet hits?
Mm-hmm.
And it has that, it looks almost like cracked glass, but it didn't go through. That's what his breastplate looks like. And he looks down and he sees that. And he goes, whoa! And just cold comes out of his mouth.
Something like that.
Whoa! You can feel it, but it doesn't affect you because you're dwarves and because of him. For no other reason. If you were humans, you wouldn't have even lasted this long in the Eversnow, and it charges. You see, Tror is first, and he runs toward it. He's about 5 foot tall, and he's running towards something that's 22 feet tall with a two-handed sword. And they meet. And the giant has reach on him, and just woof! He is probably 15 feet away from the giant when the sword comes into him. One person roll for Tror.
No.
I don't know if there's a one.
I like it. You see the sword, boom, hits Tror. Now keep in mind, this is a dwarf. He tumbles like a bowling ball. Just as fast as like he got hit by a car. The giant doesn't even break stride, but you do see a chunk of the sword fly out. But Tror goes tumbling. I want one person to roll 20-sided one more time.
All right.
This is important.
13. One die.
Okay.
Plus whatever bonuses he
The
made.
giant is coming. You're next. Ooh!
Leaf!
He's 15 feet away
That was
when
the
he
time.
swings. Roll 20.
I'm gonna jump out of the way. I'm a lot smaller than he is. 17.
19.
It goes over your head. He comes to the next person, which is one of the 5, 4V, and swings. All of you are just getting... This sword is like, in 15 feet, it's like a lawnmower. You're just diving to the side. 4V manages to duck too, but the giant is behind you. The giant turns and laughs, and you are one down. Everyone roll 20.
I want to run up behind him and chop him with both axes in the back of the case.
Okay, to do that, you're going to have to scat off to one side and just leave everybody else behind. Can you do that? Everyone roll 20.
16.
He runs right at you.
Yeah.
You scat off to one side. Do. Woof! And he comes down right on your head.
I-
20-sided.
Was told by my father to protect him. Can I throw my
were-
body into him to knock him aside?
Yes, would you roll?
13.
Roll.
18.
He would have been killed. You dive into him and push him out of the way. The sword actually hits you and just drives you into the snow, but the thing is, it is so long that the tip of it buries into the rock, and that's the only thing that prevents you from being chopped in half. Ching, like this, he has darted off to one side. He turns, woof, and swings at Nadi, hits him, and you just see Nadi rolling, but this time you see blood. Gah! And you hear this horrible scream as Nadi goes like this, and you just see a streak of blood because Nadi was not in heirloom armor. He was in steel. He is in much worse shape. The giant turns just exultant, and you see him just, in his eyes, you see just a blue spark as if he is in a fury. He has just taken out 2 dwarfs, and now all of you are going to die. He charges. Everyone roll 20-sided one more time.
I'm on the ground.
Can I use my runes and use strike blind to blind him?
Okay, did you roll runes and that's what
Yeah.
popped up? Roll 20-sided.
7.
You do so. You see just a wave come out from you, and you can. It was almost like he gets buffeted, and he looks at you and charges again. And swings.
I grab my hammer and try to block it.
Roll 20.
Let's go.
15 or 17.
You throw out your hammer, and you feel earth melt. And he comes into the hammer. Roll again. You block it as best you can.
6.
Plus 2.
8.
He blows it out. You do block it, but he blows the hammer out of your hand. but you see another fragment fly out from his sword. You see one of the other 5 Name, whoa, coming in. The giant just spins his sword. 2-handed swords are meant to dance with them, and that's what he does. He dances with it, woof, and swings. The swing, you see it coming towards you. You jump out of the way, but it's not even meant for you. It's meant for him. Somebody roll for Name. I'll give you 1 roll. This is no pluses. This is just on the dot.
3.
He cuts Name in half. Woof!
From the ground, where it's buried, I look at you and say, "Sit higher. Lead!"
You are to one side. Oh, you see this dwarf his guts are flying everywhere. It is so cold. With his death, all magics are gone, and you see his guts freeze in the air as they go. And the giant turns and he looks at you again. Any more tricks? Woof! And he goes again. Roll 20.
12, 14.
He smacks into your helmet. It doesn't go through, but you go crack like this and fold in half and start tumbling backwards. And you feel this searing pain go up and down your neck. Roll 20-sided one more time.
8.
You are desperately injured. If you were anything but a dwarf, your neck would have snapped and you would have been dead. As it is, you are on the ground, at least 20 feet away from the giant, holding onto your neck, screaming. You're in that much pain. It was like every single one of your vertebrae in your neck went crack like this. You are in excruciating pain. You are going nowhere. You're in a fetal position going, ah, ah. You hear him scream. The only thing that saved him was an heirloom helm. The giant turns again.
Am I behind it?
Roll 20.
50.
You are behind him. You could come in as he's charging, and you think that you could, in a burst, get to him and swing.
Only cut into both axes and cut his Achilles.
You do so. There's something about your movement. When you go down, you don't earth meld. You do something else that you're not even aware of. You shadow melt. You're not even aware of it, but he disappears from view.
And I've seen this happen.
Roll 20. This is your attack. Roll +2 as he runs.
15 plus 57.
You hit. Whoosh, whoosh. Roll damage. This is going to be 12-sided for each axe, ×2, and then you're at +15.
12. 28. 15 is 43 points.
43 points with one axe. Roll for the other.
None of those. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Gotcha. 22 times 2, so that's 44 plus 15, so 50.
All right, you've done almost 100 points of damage to this guy. Whoosh, whoosh.
You do the, if you roll max on the die, you roll. So I roll 12 on the first mark.
Yeah.
Should I add to that?
Yeah.
What? More what?
It's 2.
Yeah.
You hit him harder than you've ever hit anything in your entire life. Boom! And both of your axes sink in. The ice armor, he is wearing like ice scale mail on his legs, and it shatters it. It goes into his flesh, or what passes for flesh for frost giants. But he doesn't stop or fall. But what he does is go like this, go a couple more steps, and turn like this. And you see him look directly at you, but then he goes like that. And you don't know why.
Lever myself up.
You lever up, and he looks at you like, "Are you the one that just did this?" Like he doesn't know who just hit him. And you know why? Because your father has done what he refuses to believe he can do.
I spit blood onto the ground, look at you two, and say, "We need to form up."
Call out for Alias and a crossbow.
Roll 20-sided. He has reloaded. He shoots at the frost giant's eye.
That's 10.
He hits the chest. It bounces off again, off of the armor. The frost giant turns to him and charges. Everybody roll 20-sided.
Yeah. I'd like to. 6.
Nat 20. Okay. All of a sudden, the frost giant kind of stumbles a little bit, and you see Alias scat off to one side, and the frost giant turns, and you see the little dairy girl in pieces. She just threw herself in front of the frost giant, and he just kicked her into pieces.
I scream in rage and come down with my hammer on the broadside of his sword.
Fate, roll 20 side. It'll give you +2.
Nice.
21.
Roll damage.
Which one's that?
That's
10-sided?
12 sided.
It was 9.
You come down on his sword, crash, and it goes boom into the ground, and you just see splinters fly off of it. This sword is in bad shape, but it's still a sword. And he comes back with it, woof, woof, and swings at you, and you try to block. Roll 20 sided.
I'm going to use the distraction to try to run to his foot.
You run to his foot. Fate, roll 20. What'd you roll? He blows the hammer out of your hand and then comes back with his sword. You
And
could save him. Roll 20.
I cannot. That's a
you
1.
Outstanding.
Does anybody have anything?
You are running towards the giant, and you know what? It is a great plan. You are too late. As the sword racks into you. Roll 20 sided.
Shit. And I had been planning to stand by the rope trap that I made, so I fell backwards towards the rope trap.
Would you roll?
60.
Roll again.
17.
You are going back towards the rope trap. The giant, instead of using his full weight against you, knows exactly what's going on, and he's going to avoid that. But it's he ends up swinging with just his arms. You get hit. That could have been a lot worse. You take 36 to the arm.
Right, since I was too late, but I'm not still there.
You are there. You could attack, but that giant you better hit. That's all that I'm saying.
Just right as hard as I can, right down on the tip of his toe.
Fate, roll 20 sided.
You ugly bastard, you're gonna have to try harder than that to take down the dwarves!
By the way, it did not go through, but only because you were earth melded.
I just start swinging my hammers wherever I can hit.
Roll 20 sided.
13.
One.
You swing, and he takes the sword, which is what you do with two-handed swords, and grabs the blade, and goes king, and blocks the hammer. Oh, and you almost feel the hammer fly out of your hand. But the thing is, as he did that, he was completely open on this side, and you see him fly in the air, whoosh, and come down right on his head. Roll 20 sided.
Nice.
15.
You hit him. Roll damage. That's 12-sided times 2.
That's a 2.
Roll again.
It's 8.
You do 30. Boom! 30 is enough to go through a knight in plate. Bam! And you smack him in the head. Oh! And he turns, and you can see he's on Queer Street. He hasn't dropped his sword, but he only has it in one hand. Oh! And he drops back, and you know you rung his bell. That blue light that's in his eyes flickers.
I would like to grab his foot if it looks unstable and just try.
Oh. Bold move. Roll 20-sided, roll 20-sided, roll 20-sided.
And I take the opportunity to regain my hammer.
God damn it. Another nat 1! No one saved any saving for me!
Any saving.
Okay, it's good news for you and for you. You get free hits. The only thing is, you grab your hammer. The reason why you two get free hits is because he's on you again. But this time, now he lost his footing for a second, but so did you. But now he's coming down on you. Oh, you throw up the hammer. It's all you can think to do. Roll 20-sided. You want a really good roll.
Yeah. That's not terrible. 17.
You take 56. Bam. Right to the helm. Okay. In spite of everything, 6 goes through. That's not a killing wound to a dwarf, but you are unconscious and you go down, boom, into the snow. He has cut down your son.